Something big just happened for millions of seniors who receive Social Security, SSI and SSDI benefits.
Mr. Speaker, we are here today to say, hands off our Social Security.
This just happened recently, and look at this. Larson, Stansberry, Nagise and Johnson introduced bill to restore trust in the Social Security Administration and protect benefits. You already know that John Larson already introduced a bill known as Social Security 2400 Act, which is calling for across-the-board increases in Social Security benefits. But now things are changing. There's another bill, a new day, a new hope for millions and millions of seniors who are struggling right now, and this bill will change a lot of things. I'm gonna give you each and every detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please smash the like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So let's start the details of this new bill. Well, remember that Social Security is a sacred trust according to John Larson. Social Security is the lifeline of millions of Americans. But because of Social Security, millions are struggling. Why? Because around 5 million Social Security recipients still in 2025 receive below poverty level checks. And right now, there is a new bill that can change everything. That can change a number of things, not just for seniors, but for disabled Americans who receive Social Security. For children who rely on these benefits, things are changing, but this is what Stansberry said on the floor.
Mr. Speaker, we are here today to say, hands off our Social Security. Because Social Security is not a luxury. It is not a handout. It is a sacred trust, a promise that we make to Americans, that the hard-earned money that they pay into the system will be there when they need it. Our seniors, our children who have lost a parent, people in our communities who live with disabilities. It is the lifeline that sustains our communities, our seniors, and it is a promise that they can live their lives with dignity.
So this was Melanie Stansberry, and she said something really important. We all need to understand that yes, Social Security is a lifeline for millions and millions of Americans, but Social Security is not parallel to the current inflation, and that's where these 3 bills, not just 2 but 3 bills comes into play. First, the Social Security 2100 Act from John Larson. Well, this bill is calling for across-the-board increases to Social Security, SSI and SSDI by 5%. But remember, 5% increase will not make these checks parallel to the current inflation, because remember, around 5 million seniors still receive below poverty level checks from Social Security Administration. The second bill is this one. Well, Larson, Stansberry, Nagise and Johnson introduced this bill to restore trust in the Social Security Administration and protect benefits. Well, this bill is known as Hands Off Social Security Act, means don't touch Social Security, don't do anything. Social Security itself is great. Well, there's no doubt about it, but you need to understand that these benefits are not enough. These benefits are not parallel to the current inflation, and that's where this third bill comes into play, and this is the most important bill for seniors, known as Social Security Expansion Act, introduced by Bernie Sanders. And this bill is very important. Let me tell you why. Because this Social Security Expansion Act is calling for $2,400 yearly increase in benefits. Let me repeat it. $2,400 yearly increase in Social Security, SSI and SSDI benefits that translates to $200 increase every single month for each and every Social Security, SSI and SSDI beneficiary. For example, if you receive $500, after this increase, you will receive $700 every month. If you receive $1,500 every month, you will receive $1,700. If you receive $2,500 every month, you will receive $2,700 because of this bill. But you know what happened? Bernie Sanders introduced this bill at the first place. people were not ready to vote on it. Then he reintroduced this bill recently and Mike Crapo blocked it. Well, he said that this bill is not good for American people, it's not good for Social Security recipients, it's not good for Social Security Administration. Well, what's in it for Americans? Well, some sort of relief that will not solve all of their problems overnight, but it will give them some sort of breathing room. And we all need to understand, $200 is indeed a lifeline for millions of Americans. It's indeed something that will allow them to put 3 meals a day for themselves and their loved ones. But no one is ready to vote on that bill. But they're ready to vote on the bills which are there to give money to other nations. Billions and billions of dollars, no one talks about it. But when it comes to seniors, no one is ready to vote on the bill. So passing the bill is a long shot. And we need to understand that seniors are struggling. They need some sort of support. And this new bill, of course, there's another bill and we can talk about it. But what is the purpose of these bills when no one is ready to vote on this bill? When no one is even ready to talk about these bills? Well, this is clearly a shocking situation for millions and millions of seniors who are struggling, who need some sort of support, and that's where these new stimulus rebate checks comes into play. If President Donald J. Trump signs on it, Congress passes this bill, well, it will certainly give some sort of relief to millions of seniors, but you need to understand that nothing is finalized yet. It was just introduced by Josh Hawley. This bill is waiting for the debate. This bill is waiting for the vote. Then it will go to President Donald J. Trump. Then he will sign on it. Then this bill will come to Americans in months from now. And this is clearly shocking for millions of seniors who are struggling. As I mentioned earlier, that I read your comments. And one of the comments that I read, which just literally shocked me, is from David, which really shocked me that I am a senior. Now I'm homeless because my Social Security benefits are $1,400 and now my landlord increased the rent from $900 to $1,700. What should I do? Now I'm living on the street. This is shocking. Millions of Americans need some sort of support right now, and specifically seniors, disabled Americans, and the children who rely on these Social Security benefits. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole situation? And do you support some sort of increase in your benefits? Do you support this bill from John Larson and Melanie Stansbury? Well, one thing is very important right here, that millions of Americans, especially seniors, are looking towards Trump administration and towards President Donald J. Trump that they will do something for these Americans. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope that they will come up with a plan that will solve all of their problems. That will come up with a plan that will just not allow these seniors to live with dignity, but it will also solve their financial problems that they are facing right now. Well, if you have any questions at all, then please let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.